parents would be like, oh, you can't use a computer, you know, you're visually impaired. And that was it, at home. The whole of primary school, I didn't use a computer, and then when I joined high school, Bulu High School, of course, I met the computers again, and then I met this very inspirational special needs teacher, to whom I almost owe everything. And then he showed me how to use a narrator, a free application on Microsoft Windows. And that's where I began from. And when I went home and activated the narrator and started using the narrator on the home computer, everybody else was astonished. People were surprised. How does this happen? But I was just getting started. At high school, even when I could use the narrator, of course, on the computer, I couldn't yet do much. Somehow it was limited. And just like at primary school, at high school, it was the same thing. You would be this burden to your fellow students. I mean, you can't access the textbooks. So every time you go to discuss, you have to listen. You almost depend on these discussions so that you can write something in the papers when exams come. But then, when I met JAWS for the first time, it was just completely revolutionary. We got donations at the high school, donations of scanners. We started converting textbooks into digital materials that we could access with the computer and read them. And everything else was different. I mean, the way I would contribute in the class was different. My teachers were amazed, and students instead started looking for me. I mean, they would crave that I attend the discussions so that they would, you know, get a lot from me. And at the end of the course, I was the best student in my class. When the final exams came, the national exams, I was the best student in the whole school. And almost, I think I was the second best in the whole town.
It is 1 minute after 12:30, but I don't think you want to miss what he's saying. Can we continue a bit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So I continued. I went for upper high school, and it was the same story. I kept on using these skills. I would look for books on the internet, download them, and the way I would present my essays would be completely different from the way other students could present theirs. And still, at the end of upper high school course, the final exams came, and I was one of the best students at the high school. So I joined local university in Uganda, and right now, I even help scientific students. Some of them don't know how to update their computers, they come to me. They don't know some skills, they want to know typing skills, they come to me. And you know what it takes? They buy my time, it doesn't come easy. I make the small money, it keeps me going on and on. So the truth is, from me to you, let's stop singing about what can be done, okay? Let's start doing what can be done. Let's identify what's practical, what can we do, okay? Our states, our countries in Africa are basically emerging economies. They may not provide the best, definitely, but they provide something. They provide something for the other people, for the other students. In most African countries, the state provide computers for students, okay? Why do we have to wait for sympathizers, for pilgrims, okay? The state can do something, okay? All right, thank you very much.